Hello and welcome back to another episode. So, as per usual, you already know what I was doing before this episode. I started recording. I fell asleep on my couch. I feel like I'm like a 40-year-old dad, except I'm in my 20s and don't have a child. So, it's just kind of that life, huh? Like, I'm particular about my thermostat. I'm taking mid-afternoon naps. I'm just a dad. So, oh, and also I love puns. So yeah, I guess I'm just a dad. I guess I just don't know my child. So, a little groggy, just a wee bit groggy. But what we were doing in the last episode is we were making contact down here so we could finally go to this location and beat up the last dumb nerd and take their skin. However, getting another scientist would be kind of nice because that would speed up our research a decent amount. But is it nicer than killing this guy? I don't think so. Not yet.
Sector 16, Indonesia.
So, on the topic of sleeping, my sleep schedule is very erratic because I just have a lot of things. Like, I usually work at night and I have morning classes, so I'm just going to bed whenever. Like, I don't have an actual good schedule. Also, beam cannon, very cool. So we got a new flamer. Ooh, the rocket launcher finally. That one's really, really good. We definitely want that sooner rather than later. A bolt pup, modular bolt pup. Don't really care about that. Hunter weapon would be cool. And the gatekeeper autopsy would be cool. But let's grab the hunter weapons first.
That is an important task.
But yeah, I tend to sleep erratically, like I said, just kind of whenever. Some days I go to bed at like, 11 o'clock at night. Sometimes I've gone to bed at like 4 in the morning. It's just whenever. So recently I was like, all right, I'm going to try.
The factions have ready
Gosh, your face, Bradford. Recently I was like, people. Also, we definitely want Viper Bite before we go hunt the final ruler. So I think we're gonna chill a little bit before we make contact here. But yeah, so I was like, everyone always talks about how amazing melatonin is. And they're like, oh yeah, like everyone I talk to is like, yeah, I use melatonin. And I'm like, all right, I'll bite. I'll give it a try. I've never used it before. I have a very strong opinion on taking medicines and stuff, which is very funny as basically my goal is to become a psychiatrist. That's what my current major is, and so I'll be prescribing medications. Personally, I'm very against taking medications. I just don't like doing it. I hate being dependent on things like that. So yeah, I was like, yeah, whatever, we'll bite. I'll try the melatonin, and yeah, I slept like I was dead. Granted, I got like 5 hours of sleep the previous night, so between that and the melatonin, yeah, I slept for like, oh god, I think it was like 10 hours. And yeah, I slept like I was dead, so I guess it worked. That's something. But still probably won't take it very often, because like I said, I don't like being dependent on any kind of substance, so it'll probably be one of those things where it's like, I really need a good night's sleep. I think I'm gonna use some melatonin. But oh boy, yeah, like I said, it was an experience. I woke up and was like still tired and just went back to bed, and like I just slept for like another 2-3 hours. I look at the clock and it was like already well into the day, and I'm just like, oh lord. Thankfully today is kind of my day off, so it didn't matter too much. But yeah, it was a little later than I was hoping for. Also, I think it's time we bring in a tank again. We haven't. Wait. Okay, no. Yeah, he has the ability to evac anyway, so we're chilling. But yeah, so like I said, very interesting experience. It was like a horse tranquilizer. So now I think I get some of the hype finally. Also, we are just going to bring a very standard team, like nothing specific, I don't think, because like what are we expecting here even? Yeah, nothing's super scary. I think we'll be fine with bringing just about whatever. Let's bring a Kriegsman, and I don't know, man, how about, we haven't used flamethrowers in a while. Let's bring Raisin out. And let's bring in the Zambambo. We haven't used you in a hot minute either. What can we do? We're sitting on a devilish amount of money, so we should probably spend it. I think beam cannon is a good way to go. So Connor's gonna get one heck of a bump. Celestial gauntlets are just very cool. Ooh, we actually are out of alloys. That is kind of surprising. Did we? We did not get the rocket launcher, have we? I would very much like that rocket launcher upgrade, but it looks like we need more alloys, so that is going to become a new priority in the near future. But in the meantime, actually, let's double check. Connor, you actually do have, yeah, you do have the beam cannon. All right, yeah, let's send it.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Squad green.
Menace 1-5, we have a confirmed location for the VIP. Move to rendezvous.
You
Eliminate all
know,
hostile contacts.
in hindsight, perhaps bringing a tank on a VIP rescue mission was not ideal. But I'm not gonna back down. That's funny, I think. Alright, yeah, let's go do some scouting. Alright, we do see quite a few guys, actually. Alright, let's take position. I think you can scoot up, because you won't get revealed, probably. We'll push you a little bit further back, just because you don't have a ranged weapon anyway, so you don't really need to be all that close. You're probably safe here. You need to be kind of further, so here, I guess. You can't really do much better than that. Same deal with you. You kind of need to be up close, too, so
Location confirmed.
fortunately, a little bit further than I would prefer.
Location confirmed.
And we don't want to move our tank, nor do I think we have the option to move said tank on the first turn anyway.
Understood.
You know, if moving the tank breaks our concealment, how did we get the tank here without anybody noticing us? Oh yeah, we do have rollout now, so we can just like use the ability to allow the tank to fire after a yellow move. Does that include ram? Because if we can like run and gun basically and use ram, that'd be pretty huge. Very interesting. We could also get into a better position to throw out a hailstorm cannon. I wish I knew where the enemies went off to, because they have seemed to have vanished. I would love to come up here and scout. That seems like a terrible idea. A terrible idea that we're about to do right now. We didn't get spotted. That is wild. Alright. Well, here's what we're gonna do. Throw a claymore out for these guys. And then Connor, I need you to send these guys a nice little present, express shipping.
Frag out!
And this should hurt them quite a bit. Yeah, I'd say that should hurt a fair amount. Who's still living over here? Wow. I'm actually very surprised. And I'm even more surprised you didn't spot our boy here. Alright, so you two fell 3 stories. Well, I guess it's 2. Yeah, you fell 2 stories. Unless you're counting falling from up here as the 3rd story, but I stand by it. They fell more than 1 story and had 2 explosions go off underneath them. And yet they're still alive. Impressive. What are the odds of you just running up and slicing this? Very slim. Very slim indeed. We could hit him with a combat protocol, and that's not an awful idea. Yeah, we'll just do it. I'd say the only reason I'm hesitant is because I feel like there's a stronger enemy, a stronger mech somewhere, but I don't care. We'll deal with it when we get to that point.
Absolutely.
Alright, let's hop down here and try to shoot the survivors. we have a pretty good chance of killing these guys. I want to try... Do we have a infantry? No, no infantry. So I would like you to try to take a shot at the guy that's a little harder to hit. So if you can take him out...
Maybe a flesh wound.
Well, that's insulting. Let's say if we can take him out, we shouldn't have much trouble. Alright, let's hop down here. And hope once again, try to kill you. Because you're the trouble one. We have a very, very easy time killing this guy.
Moving to designated
I'll say
position.
just about anybody, I'm pretty sure can kill him right now. 74, really? Okay. That's that range, or that's the fall off right there.
No longer
But whatever, we land the hit.
on reserve.
Let's get you up to here. Grab our loot. And then suit up.
Already there.
And then the tank. It's time for you to roll in. I love the idea of this too. Like in a normal XCom playthrough, I thought there was a civilian we just ran over. In a normal XCOM playthrough, the idea of just bringing a tank into a civilian area is really... Oh, uh-oh.
They're repositioning on us.
Houston, we have a problem. Alright, so I think this would be a terrific time to just shut them down. Alright, Haywire Protocol. I think we just say... Screw it, and go for the shutdown and not the takeover. We don't need a second tank. Hey game, I think we have a 100% chance to shut it down. I don't know what our chance is on this. Okay, we succeeded. We shut it down. That's good.
Let's get it.
And it disappeared. Okay. So can we go get eyes on the tank?
Headed there now.
That would be quite ideal. We could have you not activate quite yet, or reveal yourself. That would probably also be ideal. Yeah, let's have Connor chain shot this guy. That's going to deal a considerable amount of damage here. 3 damage shred already. Yeesh. Alright, so the damage was a lot lower than I was hoping for, but I mean, you did just chew through like, well, I think it had like 8 armor to start with, and now it has 2. So, yeah, not quite as much damage output, but like I said, 8 armor is kind of nuts. This is definitely a rapid fire kind of moment. How long are you disabled for? Did we even disable you? Instead, we succeeded. Alright, no more armor. All the damage is going straight into him. Wait. Oh, that ended your turn. That's tragic. Need you up here somewhere where you can shoot. Preferably somewhere in cover.
Sure thing.
And yeah, we rapid fire. Very cool. We've done almost half its health. You don't have running gun, do you? Wow. The spot we need to go is exactly too far. We can do this though.
Moving to designated
No cover,
coordinates.
but you know, we'll make it work. Nice. All right, we're getting there. Unfortunately,
Fly.
you have an EMP grenade actually.
Here I
Let's
come.
scoot up and chuck the EMP. It's gonna do 6. What would 5 to 10? But it's 6 plus damage. Actually, how much does the EMP do? Let's find out. 8. Wow. Okay. I expected a lot more from that. I'll be honest. Yeah, I think it's time to bring the tank in. You won't destroy the ground below our friends here, will you? Yeah, okay. Oh! Very close. I think we used Blooming Death. So that should finish him off. Unless it doesn't. Yeah, I feel like Blooming Death. So what, that's, that was 7 7, which is 14, plus 2 5s, which makes it 24. It said we were expecting, see, here it says 15 to 21. Then, but we did 24, so that's still wrong. But then on the other thing, it was saying, like, I think it was like 34 to something. I don't actually remember what it said. So neither estimate was right. Very interesting. All right, well, we have a general idea of how much damage it does now. Is there any way we can kill him without revealing ourselves? Don't think the answer is yes. And the thing is, it's not showing that it's shut down. So I would hate to leave it alive and then take a ton of damage. But it should be shut down, I just don't see the emblem. So I think we have to rapid fire just to be safe, or better safe than sorry. Like I said, I would hate to leave it alive and then just AoE somebody and we just get into a real bad spot because of it.
On my way. Overwatch.
Okay, well, other than that little situation, I think we're doing pretty well. Ideally, we can use our flamethrower in the near future because this should reduce our heat. Now, unfortunately, we are no longer concealed, so I'd say if we find somebody, we're not going to stay concealed. Or we're going to get spotted, I mean. And we'll push up a little bit and try to spot the enemy that isn't there. Okay. Well, ideally, you'll... My brain is shutting off. Oh my god. Ideally, you will be the one to open the door. So let's position everybody else in kind of a defensive manner.
I'm all over it.
You need to reload. You know, I don't think I've upgraded your mobility
Ready
very
to
much.
engage. Good copy. Moving on target.
Alright, scoot you up. And then, I don't know, man. I think you just pop through the wall doing normal tank-related activities. Go get him, Lunkbox. And you can't overwatch, which is a little tragic. But we'll manage. Yeah, I think we overwatch and we just kind of hold our position and then get the VIP the following turn. And yeah, you can't, but you can evac, so we will need to use that probably. But not right this second. So there's 5 enemies left. Where they are, I don't know. And why there's nobody defending this objective is something I want to know. Usually there is somebody here. Alright. For you, my friend, I would love for you to open the door. Alright, reduce cost of contact. I don't think I care as much about that as increasing our income. I think I'd rather have that anyway. Just making more money every month means more upgrades. I mean, granted, I don't think it's gonna matter very much longer anyway.
We've got access.
We are basically in the end game now, and we will be very quickly ending this series. Also, I don't suppose... What if I run into it with a tank? Just kill the VIP. Alright, yeah, I need someone to go open the door.
Let's move already.
And maybe find the pod that's sitting around the other side of the door? No. Really?
We've got the VIP in tow.
Menace
Moving to
1-5
evac.
status confirmed. VIP is in tow. Proceed to the extraction point.
Alright. Well. Oh, your health bar is yellow. That's kind of fun. Alright, I guess you take point.
So,
Do we want to do 2 actions worth of movement. I think we'll be fine doing that. Yeah, turns out we were. And then I guess, yeah, we just start moving towards the evac, which is very odd that they're not putting up more of a fight over here.
Heading out. Not a problem.
Yeah, we need to buff your mobility in the very near future, Snow Dog.
Go, go, go!
I mean, granted, like I said, you haven't had too many levels, so in your defense, you haven't had all that many opportunities to increase your, whatever, but, ooh, wait, I think we may have, never mind. So I think we may have found the next pod, but never mind.
Overwatch. Menace 1-5, we're picking up an enemy transport inbound on your current position. More hostiles inbound.
Alright, VIP, it's time for you to boogie, except you're out of actions. Alright, there we go. 2 action points for you, my friend, and now you're allowed to play the game again. Unfortunately... Wait, did we just find an enemy pod? Were they guarding the exit? Or was it the civilian? Okay, no, we're fine. Now, unfortunately, they are sending in reinforcements, so we're gonna need to push forward, but stay in a position that we can return fire.
I'm on it.
Okay, wait, I thought we had 2 of you guys, but maybe not. I think you just boogie all the way. Like, there's not a tremendous amount you'll be doing on Overwatch.
Heading out.
Interesting. I say, why is your icon a plasma? Oh, I say, why is your icon a plasma gun? It's because you're not Zambambo.
Finally.
Yeah, we're gonna scoot up Overwatch. I need you guys to move.
Okay, I'll go.
Yeah, I think everyone should have enough mobility to dash out of here the following turn. I'm gonna move you because I kind of want to scoot in here. You actually have the luxury of moving all the way because that'll activate your Overwatch anyway. So we'll put you up on high ground so you can get a good bird's eye view. There we go. I'll say, let's move the tank. Well, you can evac anywhere, actually, so you can position rather aggressive. Wish the tank provided cover, but whatever. We'll scoot over here. You probably won't get shot.
Scanning.
Alright. We should be able to gun down the majority of whatever comes in. And then our VIP should be able to make it out. Why are you returning fire with that? You should not be over... Did I pistol overwatch you? That's really annoying. Ooh. Oh, big hit. Big damage. Unfortunate. Right in front of you, bud.
My position's been compromised.
Executing your orders, sir.
Where are the bloody tanks? Well, you're about to find out where the bloody tank is. Alright, wait, do we still have... I don't see the flamethrower option. Did we cool off or something? Death Spire. Oh! Wait, it hits that big of a radius? Holy crap. I thought that'd be a useless ability, but that is considerable destruction. Wow, okay. Well, let's, first things first, let's get our VIP out of here. Okay, first things first, let's give our VIP actions so they're allowed to move again. And now we get them out of here. I wish I could figure out what that bug is that does that. Because that is very annoying. How badly do we want to just kill them versus leave? So I think everybody has the mobility to get out of here. Alternatively, we could murder. I think I want to kill. Ooh. Apparently not quite enough. Alright, why don't we scoot over slightly and hit them with this without getting shot in return. Can we do a little something like this? Alright, hold on, Connor, you gotta scoot over a bit. I want to push you up. You don't want to push up too much. Well, okay, you can scoot to here. That won't get you shot. And you can kill him. Oh my. Oh my. How aggressive. Alright, so Connor, you can scoot over to here now. And then send them a little present. Well, I guess we don't even need to aim it there now. Is there any chance we can hit the Ogren? Nah, okay, we'll hit the target we care about. And hopefully blow up the car in the process.
Throwing grenade.
I actually don't know. I assume it's the engine in the front and not the back. That's the explosive. Yeah, that doesn't actually do anything to the car itself. However, it does get rid of his... Oh, wow. 62%, really. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna push up. It's a bad idea because we're gonna have to leave here in like 5 seconds, but I want to shoot this guy.
I'm hit!
No rounds.
Are you within explosion radius of the car? I don't know for sure. What if we scoot over to... How big is the range? If we scoot to like here, there's a slim chance we can hit the Ogren and this guy. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. In fact, we might be able to hit the car too, but I'm very afraid of blowing up our boy over here. We'll give it a shot. We have a medic in case we need to heal. Oh, wait. Oh, I just also realized the car right next to us is also on fire now. Slight miscalculation. I wanted destruction and wasn't paying complete attention. Grant a movement action. Let's, we know you're in the blast range. Do we think you're in the blast range? Probably not. Probably. Let's give the tank a movement action. Okay. That's very cool. I went to move and the camera just zoomed me in right here as I clicked, so my tank may still also get shot, which would be very cool.
Sure thing.
Alright, everyone else, let's start backing up towards the evac and hope we don't lose some of our teammates to an exploding car. I mean, neither one of them is injured, so even if they are within range... Oh, wait, the Ogren's still alive, actually. Was he... I thought... Was he just invisible and I couldn't see him? Or am I just, like, actually losing my mind? Maybe I'm just actually going crazy. Can we hit him with a flamethrower? Yes. We've never used this ability yet. Very cool. Is he not even on fire? Hold the phone, bud. We should hit him with a flamethrower and dude's still alive. I mean, if he moves at all, he's gonna light on fire, but like... That doesn't really help me very much now, does it? Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have you zoom all the way over here and then shoot him in the face. You'll probably be fine. Yeah, bro's just not even on fire. Alright. Alright, everyone else, move towards evac.
On it.
And the tank is fine. He only took one bit of damage. However, that does... that does get rid of our perfect mission. But I don't really care, if I'm being honest.
Move, move, move!
Usually the prizes we get for that are fairly inconsequential. Wait, is there another pod still?
Be advised, hostile interceptors are inbound
Oh
on your
yeah, we
current
never did find the
position.
rest of the team, huh?
Firebrand has a limited window to provide extraction.
Heading out.
Alright, everybody in the radius.
Here I come.
I wonder if the tank is actually able to evac. I want to test that. Like, we know we can evac from the normal means, or with its, like, ability. But can the tank evac by going to the evac zone? Let's find out. No, apparently not. Okay, yeah. Well, now we know. Wait, why are you still here? You're supposed to evac. Oh, I guess it takes him a turn to evac.
Mission accomplished.
We really put a hurt on the aliens this time, Commander. They won't forget it.
Alright, hail of bullets, very cool. Snow Dog gets run and gun, very, very cool. And we can't see the rest of the team anyway.
Effort.
Nathan Bravo also gets conceal, love to see it. Disappointed our tank didn't get a promotion, but whatever. That actually would be kind of neat, but I don't think we're hurting for power at the moment, so let's go back to grabbing a
Avenger
scientist.
plotting new course.
And by the time we finish this, we should be able to go attack the ruler.
The outcome of this research
Very
can
cool.
only further our advances, Commander.
Alright, I think we want to do the gatekeeper autopsy.
This specimen, henceforth.
Alright, well that's basically everything. I think we're more or less ready to start working on the real abilities now. Or the real
Incoming
real
message
research
for you,
now.
Commander. Patching it through to your quarters now.
I had high hopes for resistance under your
I can spare 20
leadership,
intel.
Commander, and you have outdone yourself.
Interesting. Alright. We don't care about any of this stuff. And recover loot. What is alien loot? Does that include alien alloys? Guess we might want to attack the Black Citadel at some point. I'll be honest, I kind of forgot about them. I added them to the mod, or this mod pack, and they just kind of never showed up again. Like, they show up every 2 missions or something. I think I want loot right now. We're going to send in some lower rank fellas. So we'll send in Klopp, and we'll send in Snow Dog as well.
We will work hand in hand with our new.
We don't want that quite yet, because instead I would much rather do this. I guess we don't even need this anymore, huh?
I have come to suspect that this creature's unusual appearance.
Okay, yeah,
is
so now
somehow
we get the
directly
better psi
connected to
relay.
its notable
Or its
psionic
underlay.
aptitude. The aliens always have some reasoning
We
to their
probably should get
actions,
these,
even as twisted as it is.
but
often
I think we're going to
revealed
start
to be.
working on the Shadow Chamber now. Yes, take me to the Shadow Chamber.
Now that we've managed to bring the alien's artifact back to the Shadow Chamber, we should start the analysis as soon as possible. It's risky, but I don't see any way we can avoid powering it up if we're going to understand how it works.
I don't think we can even... Yeah, we can. Whatever. Continuing on. Alright, very cool. We have a scientist now. We have a supply drop somewhere. And increase region income. That would be pretty cool. How is our Reaper looking? I'm pretty sure he's back in business. Yes. Alright, you're fine. BMAC is still out, which is unfortunate, but I think what we do, grab our supplies. We're right next to the black market, so I want to make a stop here real quick, see if I can't buy any alloys from them. I'm like 90% sure we can do that. Supplies. We can rush a research, but we can't buy alloys. I think we usually can, but I just feel like, oops, I feel like that's just not something we got this time around. And we're not really hurting on supplies at the moment. So let's go grab our supply drop and then hit this place.
Avenger plotting new course.
And I think that'll probably be the end of this episode.
We are victorious, and the cause
Militarum course, not what I was looking for. Yeah, I don't think you guys are gonna give me any of what I'm looking for. I guess we can grab increase income, I suppose. Same deal, just send in some lower ranked people. I'm not gonna send you because I need to promote you first, so we'll send in our lower ranked tech priest.
Covert is our specialty.
Oh, I'm busy. Oh, I just wanted my supplies.
Setting course
Okay,
for
fine.
Sector 4, Chile.
Maybe we can get three missions in this episode if this one's a quick one. So there's only like 10 enemies, I think, give or take. Crisis battlesuit. I think we're basically going to be the same thing we just saw, so honestly our team should be more than capable of handling it. Let's do it. Wait, why do we have both medics? Wait a second. I thought it was the same team because I saw the tank, but this is obviously not the same team. Actually, let's deny that
Recall confirmed.
launch. Alright, so I went ahead and allocated everyone's points, and I've also given Skibitsky the Dark Claw. Now, technically, you could argue this is a bit of a downgrade. It does 1 point more of damage, but it's less accurate. I'm not even gonna attempt to find the other gun again, but yeah, the other gun did 4 to 7 damage. This does 5 to 8. But the other gun was slightly more accurate, so we'll see what it does. Plus, I think this one looks a little snazzier. So we'll, like I said, we'll see. As for everything else, I think we are good to go.
Skyring.
Menace 1-5, target location confirmed. Move to engage. Eliminate all hostile contacts.
Alright, eliminate all hostile contacts. That is what we do really well. Let's scoot up, see what we can see. Nathan Bravo did get a bit of a mobility buff, so that's pretty cool. We see a whole lot of nothing, so I think we're just gonna kind of full send it, honestly.
Good Tico. Roger that.
Yeah, we'll just keep pushing on up this way.
Agreed.
No need to ask twice.
Let's do this.
So yeah, if we just get everyone... We don't see anything, so if we can just push everyone over here, I think that's probably for the best. And we'll just push up this ramp first. Oop. Something.
Greater good.
Oh, that's a lot of voices in my right ear. Alright, so it looks like there was a wall here, so there's something in here for sure now. And then, yeah, we know there's the VIP here, so there's a pod guarding him probably. Alright, Nathan, I think we want you over here.
Roger that.
So I guess you keep an eye out on everything on this neck of the woods. How do we push up without getting spot or... Oh, you can't even... You have 15 turns, so what if
On my
we
way.
just kind of prepare to get up there? Like, we just all loop around these corners. Because this is what I'm afraid of. If it's a tank, we're about to run into some problems. If it's not a tank, we'll deal with it pretty easily, I imagine.
I am brutal.
Overwatch.
And if we're lucky, the tank will just roll into us. If not, we're about to breach... Oh, there's the tank. And you spotted us somehow? Well, that seems like cheating. We do get a hit, and I think that pierces armor, apparently. Oh, no, you just do that. Never mind, I forgot about that. Well, you... I think... Wait, don't you have the ability to fire, like, 5 times? Is that... Do you not have that yet? Alright, well, you can fire... once. And then... that lets you fire a second time. So you've just dealt almost 30 damage. Well, Connor can just full auto. Now the question is, it only does 16 to 18, whereas chain shot is going to do considerably more and shred a lot more armor. So I think we just do that, actually. And say, yeah, we could actually use full auto here, but I don't think full auto is just ever worth using, if I'm being honest.
Went off the armor.
I don't suppose you're close enough to do much. Let's get you as close as you can get. Oh, I was say, how does the tank get down? I guess that answers the question. Blooming Death. Pretty much guaranteed to hit. Get rid of the rest of his armor and deal very minuscule damage. You think a tank would deal a lot more damage, but hey, what do I know? I'm not a tank operator. Jet shot is basically worthless here, so we're just gonna rapid fire. Alright, do we have any infantry? We sure do. Which is cool because we can have you run up here, shoot him once, which activates your, what is it called again? Rapid fire? Light him up. That activates light him up, so then we hit him with a rapid fire. I think that's a dead tank. Very cool. Now, unfortunately, that burnt a lot of our abilities. A lot of ammo, a lot of abilities, but he's dead now, so we can move freely up to high ground and not see anything yet, which is kind of surprising.
I have eyes on the enemy.
Alright. Man, it's a good thing you didn't get spotted, because that would have been real awkward. I think we just start moving up. Wish I could move you into here without... that's actually a fine spot. I take it back. Up here will be fine. Alright, yeah. The next turn we can engage this next pod, if they don't just walk into us anyway. Ideally, they won't get spotted quite yet. So I would love for our boy Skibitsky to do the spotting. However, you're actually kind of too far away at the moment.
No one will stop us.
Alright, new plan. We're gonna reload and
prepared.
reposition. Let's get most of our team up to high ground before we engage. I would love to get Connor a reload, but I think you are just fine at the moment. It's actually not a tremendous amount of cover up here, which is a little heartbreaking. But second floor cover works just as well.
On my way.
And this will give us some time to reposition you, hopefully. Not evac, hold on. Not evac, I clicked it twice. Alright. Yeah, if we can launch... If we could just drop you on a rooftop somewhere, that'd be cool. Let's put you right here. Then we'll put you up on the second floor as well. The next turn we push Skibitsky forward and hopefully activate the next pod. Again, assuming they don't walk into us first. Alright, yeah, let's Overwatch everybody.
Come get some.
Scanning.
I wish Skibitsky could do the Sticky Claymore, but that is a Reaper only thing. Alright, yeah, let's push up to here. And then, yeah, I think we just push up even further. Can we get you into a better position first, perhaps? Let's move you up to here. That way, if and when you need to fire, you'll be able to do so. But yeah, we'll scoot up to here, and this should let us shoot the four fellas as they activate. Not so much that gunship over there. Nice. Unfortunate.
Enemy gunners.
Nice. Unfortunate. And no fourth shot. Yeah, okay, so maybe it is worth going with the other pistol, because like then we basically guarantee shots every single time. Okay, well, whatever. Where's Connor? That plasma grenade could do wonders here. So let's move you down. And we also have Halo bullets. No, that's not. That doesn't do what I thought it does. Guaranteed. Yeah. Okay. No, I was thinking that was saturation fire. I think, which is the AOE. But we have our AOE right here. Also 4 to 5 damage. Yeesh. This will get rid of all their cover, hopefully. Very cool. Fortunately, you're still alive.
Great praise. There's too many of them.
We need to get you closer. I think you can do what I want you to do from here. But we will see. Now, will you blow up the staircase is the bigger question. I'd say surprisingly no, but yeah, you're gonna do that. Wait, can you get back up is the other question. Perhaps this was a misplay. Oh, we can't even hit the other guy, too. How tragic. Alright, whatever. I'm gonna say we'll roll with what we got. Alright, what are your targets? Let's have you kill him. Perfect. And then we rapid fire you. First shot got the kill. Didn't even need rapid fire.
I'm away.
Alright, you should be able to flank and kill this guy pretty easily. Very cool. And then this last guy would actually be a little tricky. We don't have a terrific angle on him. Also, bro really did just jump through the floor, huh? We might... Quick zap. Hold on, we'll hang on to you in case we can't get the kill here. Ooh, yeah. Where's... Okay, there you are. I mean, we can just break concealment and shoot him, and that guarantees a kill. But I'd prefer not to do that. So, well, we are just going to... Oh, wait, hold on. We can just come over here. And that's just about a guarantee. Perfect. Love to see it. All right, let's push up.
On it.
Here I come. Understood. Moving out.
Alright, we are gonna have to figure out what to do with our tank now, but I kinda wish he had some kind of artillery option. You know, I wonder if it's ever worth just using our flamethrower. Yeah, you can't get back up. Slight problem with that, but whatever.
VIP located.
Target identity confirmed.
Alright, we see the VIP. Let's walk up and
Sure thing.
give him a little love tap. AK just break their nose.
Target package in custody.
Alright, I need you to scout the rooftop, Nathan Bravo. I'm not seeing anything significant over here. Ah, there we go. That's what. Oh, and we perfectly moved to the right side. How quaint. Okay. Well, you're out of actions, so I think, yeah, this is a time where we just scoot up and get ready.
Agreed.
Yeah. I was gonna move you up to the top. That way, if we get spotted, you're the one to take a shot, but not quite. Not gonna happen by the looks of it. I think once again, we just move up, reload. And I think you're good where you're at.
Moving to position. Let's do this. Will do. Scanning.
Alright, and yeah, you still can't do anything down there. Poor lunk box.
Menace 1-5, we're picking up an enemy transport inbound on your current position.
Yeah.
They've got friends.
We just like... Oh, wait, hold on. We need to move someone up here first.
Absolutely.
Somehow that doesn't activate them, but I think we just move you up here and let you just go nuts on them. So yeah, we need to act and we need to do it now. So hopefully you'll be able to shoot multiple targets here. That's one at least.
You heard the man. Jump.
That's two. Three. Do we get 4 and 5? Oh, he gets to activate his Overwatch after getting shot? Lame. Boo. Alright, if you could just kill him, that'd be cool. Yeah. I kind of expected that. We might actually be able to make something happen here. Hold on. Can we just blow this man up through the floor? The answer is a resounding yes. Now the bigger question is, can I hit both of these guys through the floor? The answer is an even bigger resounding yes. Except we were lied to. Tragic. Alright, whatever, that's fine. We still should be able to deal with this easily. Overwatch, who's overwatching? Oh yeah, you, right. We could just launch a grenade over here, honestly. But I think I would prefer you to shoot. Actually, we can just kill him. Perfect. No Overwatch for you. Yeah, if we could have Connor shoot this guy, that'd be pretty cool, as Connor hits like a semi-truck. However... Oh, wait, there we go. I say, however, we don't have line of sight. But we do, in fact, have line of sight. Now, the question is, do you have the aim stat to hit this? Yes. Very cool.
Hostile target down.
Now, unfortunately, there's going to be another pod that will be landing here in just a fat second. Alright, you just walk over to here. Honestly, do we even need to... Ooh, just because there's a chance we roll a 1, I'm going to have you use your actual weapon.
You want some more?
I do quite enjoy that gun. Watching us overkill this guy by unleashing 7 million volts directly into this guy's skull is kind of funny.
For the Imperium of Man!
Okay, let's send you over here and grab the goodies. The question is, where is this reinforcement squad gonna come in? If you would so kindly grab the VIP and let's get out of here. Alright, there's no more enemies at the moment, so you just start heading out. I want you to spend all your actions on movement. That way you activate Overwatch. I mean, granted, we could just activate Overwatch, but, you know. Alright, what kind of reinforcements are we looking at? I saw a minigun. Bro, you...
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, they were just hiding in the closet the whole time, actually. They were not, you know, they were here on site this entire time. I'm surprised I didn't kill. Bro has a lot of health. Wait, you get to Overwatch him twice? That's dirty. Alright, unfortunately, you are out of tricks. Unless... Yeah, no, you're out of tricks. No more Hailstorm Cannons. Ram won't do anything here, and you cannot get up here. So, I guess you're just gonna be chilling. In the meantime... we need to deal with this. However, this guy's in a really good spot for his Overwatch. Not good enough, however. We can just EMP him, and I think that's... Wait, yeah, I think we just EMP. Unless we can just shoot him? No, we can't. Alright, EMP. Yep. Yep. Unfortunately, won't get a kill, but it's pretty darn close. Do we want to launch a grenade in there? I feel like the answer is no, actually. However, I do want to just full send it into here. Where's our infantry? There you are. So, here's the move. We just walk into here, shoot you in the back of the head. Well, I guess you can turn around and watch it happen. That works too. Then we turn around and shoot you with rapid fire. And that right there is why. 28 damage. Sheesh. We still don't necessarily need to break your... Wait. You can see him. I wonder why he did not activate Overwatch. Okay, who else left? I think it's just this one guy.
Heading out.
I wish I could full auto. I want to just dump all of our bullets into him for the memes. Whoa. Okay. Bro just took like 26 bullets directly to the gut and was like, it's fine, it's okay. It's just a flesh wound. Alright, well, how about this one? Is the 29th bullet the deal breaker? Yeah.
Take that!
Alright, yeah, get the VIP out of here. You start evacing. And then you start heading for evac as well.
No need to ask twice. Solid copy.
You get out, but everyone else stays. And stay.
VIP flyover.
No one else leaves until the whole team is ready to leave.
Menace 1-5, be advised, hostile interceptors are inbound.
Man,
on
I
your
love
current
that animation
position.
so very much.
Firebrand has a limited window to provide extraction. Affirmative.
On standby.
Go!
Hello there. Is that everyone? I think that's everyone.
No one will stop
Good to go.
us.
On the move.
Is that everyone? Oh, I guess that is, because the tank evac'd, and then we already had Raisin evac, so it should be everybody. Let's get out of here.
Going.
Also, I love that when they have the jetpack, they just dip. They don't even wait for the rope. They're just like, nah, I'm out of here. See you later, chum.
I'm certainly impressed, Commander. Another heroic effort in the field.
Spare battery. I want chain lightning. Chain lightning's nutty. Being able to just stun, like, oh, here we go. Fire once. Oh, never mind. Fan fire is the thing I'm thinking of.
You and your crew have dealt another serious blow to the aliens' efforts today,
Alright.
Commander.
Normally I'd say let's end the episode, but I want that ruler's blood. Let's really quickly
Avenger
finish
plotting
wrapping
main
this.
course.
And then we're going to go attempt to kill the ruler. Because like I said, I want his head. And I want it on a stick. Right this minute. Very cool. And then now, we're going to speed run the final ruler.
Indonesia.
And then I think next episode we just ram as much research as we can. Alright, once again, time to handpick the best of the best at murdering. Alright, so I think this is our team. It's pretty what you would expect. Medic for healing, skirmisher for chain whip or whatever it's called, whiplash, Reaper, because we've used the Reaper 30 times against rulers. You know exactly why he's here. Stun gun in the form of a crossbow, frost grenade, infantry just for damage, Katachan just for damage, Sniper for damage, and then BMAC also damage. But the 4 of these guys for more variety of damage. Close range, mid-range, mid-range, and then long range. So, utility... Well, utility in the form of killing things dead, and then utility but in the killing things dead, more deader. That's the team. Let's do it.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Squad green to deploy.
Menace 1-5. Target coordinates are locked in. Move to designated position and place the X4 charges.
Okay, you know, in hindsight, maybe we should have brought another scout, but that's fine. Viper Bite should be scouty enough to scout. The only problem is, with him being on the front line, if he gets spotted early, we could be in a bit of trouble.
I will kill them all.
Unfortunate, we did find a pod before we found our mark. Alright. Oh wait, no, we're concealed. Yeah, we can move up. This will be fine.
Present and accounted for, sir. We will serve. The call to battle.
Any high ground anywhere? No. Well, maybe. This is a sketchy move. Oh, but it turned out to... It paid off. I'd say usually having our sniper run away from the rest of the team across the entire universe to go get high ground could cause problems, aka running into another pod before we're ready to deal with the pod we're currently looking at. But it paid off. It would seem they didn't, or we didn't run into anybody. This guy's moving closer, so that'll make him an easy target. Alright, well, where is Viper Bite? There you are. You blend in. I've made you I made your outfit too good. Alright, we're gonna slap you with a homing mine. Let's slap this guy in the middle with a homing mine. And can we just get Connor? Where's Connor? There's Connor. Can we get you to scoot up just a wee bit?
Smart. Very smart.
Thanks. I agree. And then we just hit him with a grenade.
Anoint them with their own blood.
Honestly, that's a pretty metal line right there. Anoint them with their own blood. Alright, so that's a good chunk of them dead. Wait, is that all but 2 of them dead? Oh, never mind. One of you survived. Unfortunately. Oof. These are not ideal chances to hit. But this is a good chance to kill. Perfect. That's death from above. And we'll take the shot. It's a 60 chance. And we land. God bless, Rose. God bless.
Oh, there are too many of them.
Alright, let's scoot forward just a hair and gun this man down. Very cool.
When in doubt, throw more men at it.
Sounds a little homoerotic.
Moving.
Alright, let's just scoot up just a hair.
Orders, sir.
As I've said before, I would love to not activate the ruler before we're ready. And I want to be 100% sure we're ready. Not 8 protocol, that's not it. However, overwatching is a dangerous idea because if the ruler walks into us and we shoot at it, I'm pretty sure that gives them an action. Alright, where is the ruler? That's not even remotely close to where I clicked, but alright, XCom. We'll move up to here. It's a little sketchy, but whatever. It'll be fine.
1 or 1,000, I will kill them
No
all.
ruler. No ruler. And we did see a guy in here. Where's the last ruler? Are you telling me that he's not here either? Also, Rose, I don't suppose you can actually see anything from back here, huh? Yeah, this entire half of the continent is in your way currently, so Perhaps we move you forward. Wait, where's our evac? Looks like we call in our evac later. So let's go up to here.
I understand.
I think we can take this pod without too much hassle. However, we did kind of obliterate everything in a like 10-foot radius, so we have zero cover over here. I wish this corpse counted as cover. That'd be cool. Yeah, we don't actually have anywhere good to move up to, so I think we're going to take a bit of a detour here. That should probably be fine. Yeah, we're gonna take a bit of a detour. We're going to scoot over to here and use this as cover instead, and we'll go from there. Because at least we can engage from over on this side without too much fear. Because, like I said, there's actually cover over there. So if we run into anything, we'll be fine. However, like I said, I'm very concerned that we don't see a ruler. They're probably going to activate. Hopefully they don't sprint directly into Viper Bite, as that would be very unfortunate timing. Okay. We're good on that front. Can Rose see anything from where she is? That is an excellent question. The answer is unfortunately no. And you are not max rank yet, so...
Awaiting instructions.
Okay, that's probably fine. Actually, we probably could have had her shoot the turret up top, but whatever. It's fine. Let's push up to here. Oh, he's hiding behind a rock. I was say, how is he... Alright, well, let's remove the rock. Let's remove all of this, actually, if we can help it.
Anoint them with their own blood.
Bro, I said that line's metal, and now he's gonna start using it all the time. No cover for any of you. Except maybe you.
We've been overrun!
Okay, yeah, no, yeah, your cover's gone. This should be a pretty straightforward engagement now. Because, yeah. 3 dudes in the middle of nowhere. Unfortunately for you, gentlemen. You know, honestly, I'm not even going to use our rapid fire. I'm going to save it on the off chance there is, in fact, a ruler.
If that is your wish.
Can you finish this guy off? That'd be lovely. Lovely. We don't want you doing anything quite yet. I kind of want you to shoot the turret if you're able to do so. However, I don't think the answer is going to be as easy as I would like it to be. Alright, you should be able to finish this off, though. Kill the man.
Looks like everything's
And
in
then
order,
kill
sir.
the man round 2. Yeah, I feel like even rookies could have dealt with that engagement. Alright, we're going to have you sprint up to here. It's going to activate the turret. A piranha skimmer. Interesting. Oh wait, we already used you. That's unfortunate. Well, I don't think anyone else is in line of sight of anything here, so...
Never turn your back on an enemy.
Menace 1-5, you're near the target position.
I'm getting a little concerned that the last ruler is not, in fact, here.
On my mark.
Looks like one of them came back for more.
Well,
Let's make sure to take it out this time.
looks like we found the man. You know, for an Archon King, you're not what I had in mind. You're not quite what I envisioned. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Alright, well, first things first, we need to launch a frost bomb. However, I'm not confident that we can actually land it where we need to. We might need to fish him out. So to do that, we're gonna have to move you out of the way first. So here's what we do. Ooh, no. If we homing mine, we get... that's the end of your turn, and we need your banish. So we rapid target. So that's definitely move number 1. Move number 2. Oh, you can't see him either. Ooh. I'm not even sure what he spotted. I guess it's probably you. If we could bait him into you, that'd be kind of cool. However, I'm not 100% certain that'll work the way I want it to, but this is what we're gonna have to do. Not a lot of damage, but like I said, it's kind of just our best option right now. There we go. We get a free shot, hopefully. Okay. Now we frost bomb up here. I don't think that'll hit VMech. And as long as you don't move, you can actually shoot your second frost bomb. Frozen 1? Oh. Alright, well, you know, since he's a robot, are we going to deal bonus damage? Ooh. Absolutely incredible. Alright, let's see. Once again, auto fire, 10 to 21, chain shot, 26 to 30. Yeah, there's just no point in doing full auto. I don't know why you would ever use that. Missed! What do you mean, missed? That is insulting, actually. Alright, let's deal a little bit more damage. Get him just a bit lower. What is our highest damaging attack? Probably a rapid fire if I had to guess. Ooh, we can throw an axe. That's free. That's the name of the game here. Just throw free actions here. But I think rapid fire with this is the way to go. This will thaw him. Oh, we stunned him. Let's go. It's not gonna matter because we're about to banish you from existence, bud. I think we're only gonna use 2 shots to do it. Nice. And then... double knife. Oh! Very cool. Alright. The final ruler has fallen.
We might as well take advantage of Dr. Valen's existence.
How's everyone's ammo looking? Alright. We're just chilling. We are just chilling this turn, and then we push forward, because I know there's 2 or 3 big targets up ahead. They shouldn't be too big of a deal, but again, I'm not pushing my luck. We just killed the final ruler. I would hate to get into a situation where we immediately face tank a ton of damage. Ooh. That's a lot of health bars, actually. That's quite a bit more health than I was hoping. Ooh, I just realized you are out of ammo. However, kill them all does not require ammo. However, it does require line of sight. Kill them all is also going to only work on 3 targets by the looks of it here. Is it better to just not bother? Also, is this close enough for us to get our our bonus attack? Not likely. Tough decisions now. Well, for starters, yeah, Scary, you can just kill him outright. That shouldn't be any difficulty. Honestly, I'm not even going to use rapid fire here. I don't think we even need to. That's him dealt with. You can probably shoot him pretty easily. Is there any way a claymore would benefit us? there is a chance it could actually help us. If we claim our U and then it goes off, it could destroy this cover, which would let us see the other guy pretty easily. I mean, it's not like we're using it for anything else this mission, so might as well. However, I don't want you to be the one to take the shot, as you should take a shot against a wounded target. Let's see. Now I wish I had a rocket launcher, but you can't really use frost grenades out of a rocket launcher. Let's have you take out this target. Perfect. And perfect. Alright. We do need to... Oh, you can't really move into a position. Rose can't see anything either because they're in that building. How unfortunate. We could run and gun. That is an option. You can't really move into a great position either. Oh, man. Okay. We could also combat presence. That is an option. So maybe we could run and gun into here and then combat presence. However, if we do run and gun, we don't want to do that. We need to blow up that claymore before we commit to anything like that. I thought you had a grenade. Did we use both your grenades already? Unfortunate. Alright, yeah, you already shot. How do we deal with this situation? Because we can't grapple up high, because then we just get mowed down by the turret. We could grapple up to here, but then we can't whiplash, so what's even the point? I think that's still the move, though. Move up to here. Grapple to high ground. Only slightly high ground, though. Just enough that we don't run into a turret. So we could detonate the bomb. We could also throw a grenade, but that's not going to be the move. Yeah, any abilities here that would benefit us? Battle Lord, no. Manual Override, not really. Yeah, I think we just shoot, honestly. Nice. Almost a kill. And it did clear his cover, so that's pretty cool. However, I don't think we have the ability to capitalize on it, because we don't have any cover to move up to. This is... I was really thinking about bringing our Templar, but I decided not to. And now I kind of wish I did. Alright, yeah, you just finish him off. It's a little overkill. Yeah, just a tad. Well, at least this guy will spend at least one action moving to cover. This guy will probably shoot us, though. And I would really prefer not to get shot. We can full send with a running gun up to here and kill him off. But this guy's still a problem. I don't know how we're going to deal with that.
You'll regret facing us. To die in battle is the highest honor, Captain.
Alright, yeah, this should be an easy kill. Let's go. Just turn this man's skull into a fine red mist. If only Rose was in the exact position... Oh, if we moved to where I was originally going to move to, we actually could get the shot off. Unfortunately, Rose is not going to be able to take that shot. Not until we get Sniper Elite. Let's... Aid Protocol U. So I don't think there's another target that they really want to shoot at. Yes, Mox. We could rescue Protocol Mox and give him another action. That way he can move to full cover. So, I mean, technically he's at high ground with half cover, but yeah, moving to full cover is probably a safer idea. And then you don't want to push you up to here on the off chance the turret can see you. Nah, okay, we already have someone in half cover over here. I don't think he'll come all the way over here to shoot at us, but we'll see. Okay, he's just gonna Overwatch. That works for me. Rose, can you see him from here? Yes, fantastic. What, can you hit him from here? That's another question. 42% is a little scuffed. I don't remember the snipers being... yeah, I don't remember the snipers being as inaccurate at long distance like this. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Do we just throw a grenade at him? Honestly, I think we just chuck a grenade at him. Merry Christmas. Yeah, like I said, then again, I'm probably very biased because I used the RPGO mod to make that really, really accurate sniper. So maybe I'm just remembering that. But yeah, I feel like the snipers were always really, really accurate at long distance. But maybe not. Alright, everyone, move up to the building. So we'll be evacing here in a hot second.
Let's go.
Get some reloads going.
Reporting for duty, sir.
Everyone, Overwatch.
Hold the line.
We plant the bomb and then we evac, and that's the end of the episode. Do we have to scoot over a tile? Alright, whatever.
Menace 1-5, status confirmed. X4 charges are armed. Move to the extraction point for immediate evac.
Oh, we can evac right this second. Okay. Rose, can you make it over here? I don't think the answer is yes. So that's a little far away. Alright, yeah, everyone Overwatch, and then we all leave next turn.
Serve you well.
Alright, team. Well done. Let's get out of here.
Inside, move it.
Menace 1-5, status confirmed.
I love the turret that's still there.
Charges detonated.
Perfectly chilling too. Alright. We perfected the final ruler.
I'm glad to see that our cooperation with the resistance factions is going so well, Commander.
Alright. Do we
Their
get any
soldiers seem to
promotions?
be a big help around here.
Now that we have recovered one of Dr. Valen's test subjects,
Yes.
I can begin an
Rose
autopsy on the
gets
specimen as soon
Sniper
as you
Elite.
give the order.
Very cool.
With the alien
You
facility
can move and shoot now.
destroyed, their efforts to develop the Avatar project will likely suffer a substantial decline, at least for the time being. Excellent work, Commander.
Alright. That's 3 missions and a ruler. I think this is a pretty good time to end the episode. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.